I think it's about time I get real with y'all. I do get the question every now and then about why I get on YouTube and rant and fuss. Some comments I block, some comments I've taken off page, but it's mostly about ranting about the last 3-4 years. But honestly, it's a good policy. I don't care how it turns out. You just got to be real about it. My crusade or my fight for justice started a long time ago. It's because I was wrong. I was wrong. And I owe a debt to somebody. And it's because, like a lot of young brothers out there, I've taken a life too. I've taken a life too. I'm responsible for somebody dying. That's a hard pill to swallow. Yes, I'm responsible. Warren Best is responsible for taking somebody's life. That's hard to deal with. And so my apology is not about getting on YouTube and ranting to others. Just because I'm screaming and trying to save your life. I have to sleep with that. I have to rest with that. I got to pay that tab. And all that guilt about what I've done, because I could have been a little bit more respectful. And it's all because I wanted to be right. All because I wanted to be popular with the guys. I wound up fighting my best friend. I can't even tell you what it was about. But I stood in front of his apartment, Prescott Manor, South Carolina. And I ran it and I hollered because I want the favoritism of the fellas. Trying to be real, trying to keep it cool, you know what I'm saying? Showing my ass out there in the middle of the night. And all I had to do was go upstairs. The neighbor lives right next door to me. We leave out, we go to school together, my best friend. Yep. I'm responsible for taking his grandmother away from him. But you know what? Nothing makes it okay to live the rest of your life and not honor them or honor their memory. And that's why I can get on there. Because one thing you don't know about is one thing you didn't know about. The reason why I get on here and why I decided the time was now. Some people might look at me and say, him? Yes. Yeah. And I had to sleep with that. I had to sleep with that. Not by gun, but going and fighting your best friend in the house, out the house. And we were like brothers. No playgrounds. You know, might have had one or two of the same girlfriends, but we was always friends. And he always had a smile on his face. And his family did too. We was next door, we was best friends. So how could it get to that point? Only one ignorant person, and that's me. Warren, also known as the son of James. It ain't even about me while I'm on YouTube. It's because of her. And the things that I was told the day of her passing. And I don't know if it's Colton's aunt or whatever, but I cried because I knew in my heart that I wasn't that type of person. But yeah, I still did. It caused her death. Probably the number one reason why I'm on YouTube now. Because I can't undo it. And she deserved to spend the rest of her life as a grandmother watching everybody else grow and become decent citizens. Because ain't now one of them kids was bad that I knew, that lived next door to me. That's why he was considered to be one of my best friends. No one ever saw it coming. They saw an ignorant black man. I'm trying to not say something, but they saw an ignorant Young black man out there in Prescott Mountain shouting at the window. Nobody can get sleep. Only person to start the turmoil was me. Because I wanted to be cool. And I wanted to prove my manhood. Never did anything like that before. Never actually in my life I can remember encouraging someone to fight. I always try to be a defender, a hero. But that day I wasn't none of that. Because I couldn't control myself. And I had the whole crew out there laughing. And I just got louder and louder. And the more he said something back, the more I kept it going. In front of that man's apartment. Calling him names. Black brothers, that's why I holler. Because I can't take it back. Never ever carried a gun. That's about the only thing I got left to hang on to. So I'm going to leave him the way I came in, empty-handed. Because she didn't deserve to go out like that. I went up there, challenged my friend, for whatever reason. The Lord wanted to let me remember the reason. As much as I try to research it or try to drum up stuff, I can't lie to you. I'm on YouTube because of her. Miss Riley, a grandmother, who's actually taking care of my best friend, Colton, his two sisters, all that. I don't deserve what I got. And I'm surprised I'm not dead now. Not because of any threat, because this is not the type of people. I felt that there was some tab coming around the corner, if you know what I mean. She's going to get it, and probably still is. That's why I'm on YouTube. It's the dedication that if I can just get one person, maybe that'll change them from getting to that ultimate mistake. And you can't take this stuff back. But I tell you what made it worse. There's no doubt about the guilt. I'm not trying to defend what I did. It's about what happened next. And you know what? A few days later, she passed. And I won't even want to lie and try to get that wrong. But Miss Riley passed. Left this world because of my ass out there hollering, trying to prove something. Young brother, it's not worth it. Here I am, getting ready to be 56. And I'm still trying to come up creative ways without getting myself in danger. But everything I do, everything I have done on YouTube, some of it good, some of it's not, some of it profanity laced, I'm hollering. Because I want you guys to be able to close your eyes at night. If you got any decency left. Well, I wasn't a decent person that day. Probably before then. It's because of her. That's why I do what I do. I don't blame the family. They ain't, at all. But the good could come out of it. You don't have to spend the rest of your life taking people out of this world unnecessarily. Dishonoring your family. People before and after. This guy, yes, this guy is responsible for taking somebody out of this world who did not deserve to die like that whatsoever. All I had to do was sit my black ass down. Plain and simple. Some nights are better. But ain't nothing gonna bring her back. I cry sometimes, and I think about those two girls and Colton. And here's the part that even I couldn't believe. You know what she did? The aunt told me, after visiting her and watch her go away, they told me that she died with a smile on her face. You know what her last statement was? I love him so much. I love him so much. And after hearing something like that, from her daughter possibly. All I knew was it was an aunt, and I'm not mistaken about that. Those were the words that I heard. Look at her in the eye, trying to explain why. It was all love, brother. My ass should be in jail and dead today. But on her deathbed, she forgave me and told them not to charge me. Can you believe that? That's real love. My ass should still be in jail today. That woman fed me, gave me things, did nothing but love on me. And I just happened to be her grandson's friend, but responsible for taking her life. Happened in Prescott Manor. She is the real reason why I do what I do. And in some of those videos on the Sonny James channel, you could actually see my best friend smiling with open arms. And I got to look at that. Just serve as a reminder. You know what that says? When his hands up, of course he's smiling. I said, dog, it's all on you now. I'm gone. That's what it says. So until the day I die, the best thing I could do is to learn how to be a man. It may not end well for me, but the message is out there. I'm holding on to my mother's knees. She crying, I'm crying. And she trying her best to encourage her son, who's a killer, basically, laying on the floor crying. When it happened, during, and even now on the inside. So because of her, if I change one brother's life, all this stuff is well worth it, because I'm going to leave him and still going to have to pay that tab. It's all because of Miss Riley. It's all because of her. I owe her. So now you get the message behind many messages I put on YouTube. So until the day I die, if it's worth me voicing, it ain't just because of you. It ain't for my salvation. It's because of somebody who done left this world. And once again, it didn't have to turn out like that. I wish the same thing for y'all, man. And it's tough to sleep at night. But I got to keep going. No matter what. This ain't even about me. It's about y'all and trying to save your life. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Not just because you're going to get mad. It's because I owe a tab. And I got to do this here. Please know that I'm serious when I'm telling you. I owe her. So please don't expect me to take back anything I'm saying. I'm putting everything in it, all I got. And it's a message. Don't need no music to explain that shit to you. Put down the goddamn guns. And I ain't even had one. I can still be responsible for taking somebody out of this world. And y'all do that shit like it ain't nothing. Smiling. Going to sleep. Waking up the next day and still killing your own brothers. And now y'all killing kids. Trust me. It's on now. Not about you. It's that tab. And you're going to pay it. Just like I'm going to pay mine. But I'm trying to do the best I can to save your life. If I make one, if I get one, it's all worth it. But I'm not going to stop. I'm not quitting. Got the goddamn thing to do with you. It's about Miss Riley. And it's the only way I could pay my tab or try to do something to straighten out y'all goddamn lives and save yours in the process. It's time to get real. And be real about it. Don't lie. Because still, everybody gonna pay that tab. Let's get rolling. From the Sonny James, peace.